So my number one tip here is multiple monitors. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're working in an office or working at home, having multiple screens is really key in order to drive productivity. And the main reason for this is you're able to have one application, it could be Excel, it could be some documentation on one screen, and then you can have the application, middleware, whatever that is, whether you're developing on the other screen. And then you're able to switch between the two without having to faff around different screens on top of each other and things like that. Now, above is my setup. I actually run two 4K screens, and I do believe here that 4K screens are significantly better than your standard 1080p screens because you've got significantly more real estate to deal with. And because of that, you don't necessarily need to have a third monitor. So my second top tip here will then go to an application known as Ditto. Ditto you can find on the Microsoft Store, as I put above, or you can download it directly from the website it's available from. It's a very quick and simple installation. And then what it enables you to do is you can then set up a hotkey. In this case, I've set it up as control and backtick. You then get a pop-up and it contains all of your copy and paste history. And it doesn't matter whether that's an image, whether it's a big chunk of text, whether it's a file name. And because it's there and available, what you're then able to do, which is really clever, is you can then search through that history with a keyword, a phrase, and it will find all of those results there for you. So it works very similar to the built-in Windows functionality, but it's much more powerful. Number 3 would then go to Notepad++. So again, this is very similar to something called WordPad, but Notepad++ here enables you to install additional plugins. One of those that are really useful that I've put above is called XML Tools. Here you can use it to format XML documents so that they become more readable. So if you've got an instance where you've got just a long string of text, you can actually use Notepad++ to format that so it's a lot more readable. Number 4 then has to go to Postman. Postman is a fantastic tool in order to save API details and then use those in order to do some testing and some use cases in order to basically test your APIs. It's really useful, very easy to install and set up. And actually, if you're interested in learning more about Postman, check out the channel where I've got a full session that goes through the process of using Postman in order to test an API.